Good evening, my people. Welcome to another live stream. I go by the name YaadBoss. As you enter this live stream, please remember to like the live. And if this is your first time seeing me on your screen, please subscribe to the channel. So tonight's show, we have an interesting one. We should have a guest coming up by the name of Matto. The link was sent, so hopefully we can figure that out as we go along. So there's a lot of chatter, there's a lot of discussion in regards to Jayden Smith. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Type in the chat if you can hear me because I'm talking through a Bluetooth. Type yes in the chat if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Type in the chat if you can hear me. I don't see anybody typing. Type in the chat if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Say yes if you can hear me, guys. All right, good. Thank you. So there's been some chatter, right, about the recent media push and who is behind the media push. So this is the thing. We have been talking about the Jayden Smith case over and over for the past 4 or 5 months. And as bloggers, we can dissect the information, come to a conclusion, but really and truly, we don't have the powers to order arrest for Shenik or even prosecute Shenik. So, in this case, we have never seen anything like this in Jamaica history. Yeah, we have seen other cases that get some media coverage, but not over 5 months. The bloggers then pick it up and run with it for 5 months. This little boy is special. Yeah, this little boy is special. So we have been talking for 5 months, and some people believe in action, right? That's what some people believe in action and not just talking. There's a couple of us who believe in action, and they're actually people behind the scenes working. But it's not everything that can be that is received as far as like evidence and recordings and so forth can be in the public domain. No, because what people not really understand, some people are say Shenik is a little simpleton and she's a little nobody and she has never done this before, which I agree with. She's a little softy. But what people fail to understand is this. Shenik have the help, or she had the help of some real grim reapers. Yes, Shenik could have murdered Jayden with lethal injection, which I alluded to many videos ago, right? But Shenik did not murder Jayden by herself. The dot is basically completed, connected from starting a foreign to Jayden Smith final resting place. Final resting place. Connected fully. Connected fully. But everything cannot be in the public domain. And trust and believe that the people them who are working behind the scenes will not be submitting any of those findings to the police department. No, because those people believe that the people them down there, probably they were compromised. So now, as a nation, it is going to go directly to the DPP, and then the DPP is going to decide whether or not Jayden Smith deserves justice or not. I always tell you, this is going to be a litmus test for us as a nation. Yeah, this is going to be a litmus test for us as a nation. The DPP is going to decide whether or not we should charge Shenik for the murder of Jayden Smith. Please continue to leave on the comments in the comment section, and let me see right here what is going on with Matto, if he's available or not. All right, we're going to continue either way. If Matto join, yes or no. Let's see if he's still on. I like to have him like behind the scenes, and then we can invite him to the panel. But just give me a second and let me see what's going on here. Okay. Let's send the code again to Matto. Let's send the code again to Matto. Give me a second, people. Give me a second, people. Let's send it again. Let's send it again to Matto. All right. Okay. So he's here. He'll be coming up soon. So, as I was saying, that the dot in the Jayden Smith case is basically fully connected. And people are wondering, so who called Andre Stevenson to the case? To be quite honest with you, it's the people in the movement that reached out to Andre. Not me, not any other bloggers. The people in the movement, everyone who subscribed to YaadBoss channel, subscribe to J Progress channel. Because even me here, J Progress, I talk about the same thing earlier today. I say, if him not cover the Jayden Smith case, the people them must say, J, where you there? And it's the same thing with me. If I take a couple of days off, the other day I took like 3 days off, right? And the people them must say, YaadBoss, where you there? Be messages coming in, right? So it's the people them reach out to Andre, right? And Andre now is interested in the case. Because remember, there was a lot that was going on during the disappearance window when Jayden went missing. September 25th, the incident happened. September 26th, Jayden Smith missing. It was election time. Remember, Andre is a big comrade, right? Election come, and then we have Hurricane Melissa come and mash up the place. And why is Andre so critical in this juncture right here? Everything that the other bloggers were doing was not moving the needle. We don't know why I'm disappeared, why I'm gone off of the stage. He was just there and I'm gone. So everything that we were doing was not working. Yeah? And the critical involvement with Andre is political connection. And when he speaks, yeah, not just us listen and pay attention. The entire Jamaica listen and pay attention. Politicians pay attention. You notice when him get mad and cuss them out, how much lawsuit them send on him? So now, Jayden Smith, you may not see it on the mainstream media, but this is new media. Jayden Smith case right now is basically Pan Andrew Holness' desk. It is on Marky G desk. It is right in the office of the DPP. They are paying attention. And that is the reason why. Not saying that we didn't have any big bloggers with big voices on the case. Yes, we did. But there is no voice that is as big as Andre Stevenson right now that we have on the case. And other people were also contacted and they show no interest in the Jayden Smith case. They may make videos, but when it comes to justice for Jayden Smith, them run away. Them afraid because they know Jayden Smith final resting place. Many people say Jayden Smith was discarded at a dump. That is highly unlikely with the dots that has been connected. Some real grim reapers. I am not going to produce or call those names, but trust and believe that the DPP will have those names. We are going down a very, very rocky road in this case, yeah. Shenik probably got scared, but I can guarantee you that Shenik was not the only one present when Jayden Smith was unalive. She was not the only one. Investigation now shows that there were probably 4 people present when Jayden Smith was unalive. 4 people. There are recordings that is not circulated in the public domain that a lot of the bloggers have missed. You see, when the live streams are going on, right, you have something that's called screen recorders. They go out and they screen record these live stream, right? And if you don't download, let's say I am having a live stream on TikTok and I don't download the TikTok live stream within 30 days, all those footages are gone. Matto, I so add it to the stage. Just hang tight, Matto. Just hang tight. We just make the live build up. So if you don't download those footages in the first 30 days, you lose them forever. Yeah? But I have some footages that is not circulated in the public domain, right? In the public domain. So, again, to answer the question why Andre Stevenson decided to come on the Jayden Smith case is because he was interested and he received tons and tons of calls from you guys in the Jayden Smith movement. And it doesn't matter when Andre comes on the case. It does not matter. If we truly want justice for Jayden Smith, right, I would like everybody to get close as possible and laser in on who was the actual perpetrator and the murderer of Jayden Smith. Right? That is what we want. Consensus around the murderer. All right? Consensus around the murderer. So Andre Stevenson is welcome aboard, and everybody loved that. All the bloggers welcome him. And more to come because he's developing that passion. Probably right there already. And probably right there already. And some people are saying there is like a two-prong approach, because you have to remember this. Media pressure goes a long way. No one wants to see their picture posted up all over the place. The other day, a picture was actually posted on TikTok of a neighbor, and the neighbor come out, and the neighbor said, take it down. Why? Because TikTokers like Matto, like Chat and Laugh, like Tiger, right? Them a beat them every night. Yeah. And they are watching. They are paying attention. So when them see Andre Stevenson pick up the case now, them say, Lord Jesus. Because them a watch me and them a watch J Progress. But when Andre Stevenson pick it up now, them say, Lord Jesus. God, nyam me supper. They are more worried now than they have ever been. Because them protection down there in a Manchester run out. Them protection down there in Manchester run out. To be quite honest with you, probably there are people involved that is too big to convict, probably. But they're not going to allow themselves to go behind bars. They're going to push out Shenik. And that is what we want. Why Matto gone again? Why Matto gone again? Give me a second. And let me see if he's... Okay, he's back. All right, my people. Without further ado, we're going to introduce Matto to the live stream right now. Matto has been on this case from the early beginnings, organizing marches up on top of marches, fighting for justice for Jayden Smith. He's going to be the first of the TikTokers to come on this YaadBoss TV program. Right? There's going to be more to come. But let's all welcome Matto. Matto from Team Matto. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. All right, Matto. Talk now. All right, all right. I have to continue via phone. All right.
We will continue, and I am not at home,
Yeah.
and it's because me no want to.
All right, you're live now. You're live on the show now. You hear me? You're live on the show now. Yeah, we're live now.
Yes.
All right, my people. After some technical difficulties, we're going to do this on the phone. You see, in media, sometimes you have to just go with the flow, right? And please, bloggers out there, don't bash us, okay? We have internet issues, and that is just how it goes. All right, Matto, welcome to YaadBoss TV. So the discussion that we're going to be having tonight is this, right? Basically, looking at some of the conversations that you had with Andre the other night, right? And as I told you, like behind the scenes, like right now you're in the big leagues. You're not no more over there on TikTok. The whole Jamaica know you. People at Jamaica and people abroad know who Matto is right now. And even Chat and Laugh, like a lot of people did not know who Chat and Laugh was, right? But I know that Chat and Laugh had a certain passion, right, with this Jayden Smith case here, right? And so do you. I would say that two of the biggest, right, live streams on the Jayden Smith case would be your live stream, right, Chat and Laugh and Chat and Laugh live stream. Now,
Thank you. Yes.
let me just start this off right by this, right? What made you, right, so passionate about the Jayden Smith case? Like, what prompted you to take action in this case?
Good question. Jayden Smith. Jayden Smith case. What made me so interested in Jayden Smith case? When I learned about how this little boy was taken out, it aggravated me,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be uh, for me to have kids
Mm-hmm.
born and growing up in Jamaica and know the system. And when I learned about how Jayden was taken out in a general form, in a cunning way, and it's aggravating me.
Mm-hmm.
So this have me barking from that time
Mm-hmm.
until now.
Okay. All right. So based on your interpretation, right, of the recordings, because we're talking about like hours upon hours of recordings that the family came out and actually they told us, right?
Yes.
And the
Yes.
people in the media and also regular citizens of John Public, home and abroad, determined that most of the family members were lying, right? Now, you had a theory, right, that Jayden Smith was actually murdered on the Thursday. Could you explain to the audience how you came up to with that conclusion?
Okay. Okay. I will.
Mm-hmm.
I will explain to them how I came up with that conclusion. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a final second.
Yeah, man,
If
take your
you
time.
just tell me now if you're ready. Just give me that
Ready? Yeah,
final
man.
tick.
We're ready. We're ready. The people are
Okay.
waiting. Yep.
Okay. And all your audience, including yourself, everybody is listening to me clearly.
Yeah,
You're hearing
man.
me?
Yeah, man. Everybody is hearing you
Okay.
clearly.
Thank.
Yes.
Good night, audience. I cannot see you at this moment, but big up on yourself and thank you guys for joining.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When I say that, the reason why I come up with this idea that Jayden Smith was murdered on Thursday night, it is because of what Ann said. It is because of what Jayden family said. The person them who raised Jayden
Mm-hmm.
from Jayden 7 years old
Yeah.
and 6 years old until 2026.
Mm-hmm.
They come out and they speak
Yeah.
missive. What they said did not sit with us well.
Mm-hmm.
And when we start to probe them, I realize that something is missing. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Mm-hmm.
Anne said that she took the family to the hospital the Thursday night after the incident happened. And Jayden, Demar, Missa T, and the little baby boy who foot get damaged. She said they went to the hospital. In the interview, somebody asked everybody. She said yes.
Mm-hmm.
We don't leave nobody home.
Yes.
Whenever time we going anywhere, all of us travel together.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
When she reached at Hargrave
Mm-hmm.
that Thursday night, she said that she was given a runaround by Hargrave. So she left and come over by Mandeville Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, Mandeville Hospital, she said that minutes to 12 o'clock, the baby don't see the doctor yet.
Yeah.
That's Ann word. But Matto is the one who repeating what Ann said.
Yeah.
She said minutes to 12 o'clock, the baby don't register yet.
Yeah.
And at that point, a doctor turned to her and said, this hospital is not a baby hospital.
Yeah.
And go back and said,
so after 12
after
after 12 o'clock that would be Friday morning, right? But continue.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. That same Thursday night, Ann said 5 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
the baby just going to the doctor.
Yeah, the doctor
And at
then
that
see
point,
him. Yeah.
doctor just see the baby 5 o'clock. So in the interview, they said to Anne, so what time did your husband leave the hospital to get Jayden breakfast for Jayden to go to school? And was giving them a run around. But pity we Jamaica did not know and no other bloggers did not know that in the same interview, Demar was interviewed, and Demar said after 11 o'clock, when the baby admit, they all went back home. They went back home that Thursday night. So what is it that Anne is hiding? That when Anne leave the house Thursday night and go back to the house after 11 o'clock, Anne never said that.
How did you know that she went back to the house?
Demar, his son.
No, I'm talking about Anne. Because we're gonna play the recording, you know. So this is the thing,
yes,
though.
His son.
So this
his
is
son.
Yeah.
His son was asked what time
they went home.
Asked, did the baby his son was asked, did the baby get admitted? Him say yes. And at that time he mentioned him and his mother. And they asked him, what time did you guys leave the hospital? He said, after 11 o'clock. Simply mean that you all know leave the hospital and go back.
All right. So we're going to play the recording with Demar, right? And so this is the thing, right? When we're analyzing these recordings, right?
Yes.
We have to look at consistencies and inconsistencies in statements, right?
Yes.
The recording that I'm about to play to you, right, is going to have Demar stating that they left the hospital at 11 o'clock, right? And then it's going to have Mr. T saying that he brought the boys home around 11:30, and then he went back to the hospital. And Anne-Marie actually matching Mr. T's statement when him say him leave the hospital at 5:30 in the morning, right? And then following that recording, we're also going to play 2 eyewitnesses who have, I sent you this video that is not circulated in the public domain, that actually placed Jayden Smith alive Friday morning going to school, okay? Because remember, Matto, if we say that Jayden Smith was murdered by the family on Thursday, that would exclude Wicked Girl Shenik from being there partaking in murdering Jayden Smith. And this is where, and she, Shenik, is the prime suspect, right? Because she had the motive to murder Jayden. She is the mother of the child who got injured. Nobody else would have the motive to murder Jayden, but the mother will carry him, the baby, for 9 or 10 months. And what investigation has led to
she would have to get assist. She would have to get assist from his brother or his mother, because they are the one who Jayden used to. Jayden could run away from that house. So they are the one who keep talking to Jayden or do whatever them do, because Shani cannot stay abroad and do nothing to Jayden just by word. These people are around Jayden. They could even do anything to Jayden, and she just come down. When she come down, anything can happen.
All right, let's play the recording. Let's play the recording. All right, give me a second.
So you don't know when you left your hospital come back home?
Both guys 11 o'clock them the time.
Jayden and Demar was in the car. As me tell the police, me say, and me go, they go even wind up window them halfway. Because the 2 phones left on the seat, everything. And them couldn't, me carry them up back at 11:30 night. 11:30, and when me carry them up back.
All right, let's stop it right there, right? So that's Demar stating that they left the hospital around 11 o'clock. And then Mr. T came back and said that he bring them up around 11:30. Remember him said Demar and Jayden was in the car and he bring them up at 11:30.
Guess what?
Yes.
Yes, but look here. What Anne said from the beginning, You got to stick by that.
With,
and said,
mm-hmm.
whenever time them I leave the house, nobody stays at the house. And said, we all leave the house one time.
Yes.
So, if Mr. T, I got to tell you, say, him bring back those two boys, go to the house, and Mr. T came to stay and left. I would have said that's a lie, because the mother categorically state that in the interview. Whenever time we are going anywhere and they get back that tape, I wonder if
yes, I understand what you're saying.
Nobody stay behind.
Yeah.
Nobody stay behind. So she are gonna change that.
All right.
That should go against them.
Perfect.
Not me.
Perfect. All right.
She said that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we all understand, right, that she made those statements. Whenever we're going out, right, we don't leave anybody behind. But this is a totally different circumstance, right? The baby is injured and the baby is in the hospital, and they can't leave the baby in the hospital by himself. So someone had to be behind at the hospital with the baby.
No. What you miss.
Yes.
If the baby admit, there is no reason for her now to sit down on that hospital chair. I would have to go home.
Yeah.
If the baby admit, I am not saying that if Anne don't see a doctor and she sit down out there, then she cannot put on that child and have that child out there, because when the time come and doctor call him, it's just the baby, and the baby cannot represent his or herself. So I'm fully aware, and I would understand that she would be there for all of that run around. But in case after the baby admit, what good is you at that hospital? What good?
Well, according to the statements, but from the family, right? The baby was not seen by the doctor until 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, right? And that's the time that Mr. T said he went home to get Jayden Smith ready for school. But let's play this clip right here, okay? Let's continue with the clip.
Me asked Russian, a young man, they said, if you want power bank, he said, no, none. They said, all right, I take up our charger and I carry it down. When I come back up in the morning at 5 o'clock, they come, me say, them are on the wake up. Them are can look after himself. Jayden now, you know, so I can have to help you here. And that's so me carry with me when I left at the 6:30, go to Robo left him. From that, me not see him.
To go to Mandeville. I was there until Minister 12 before Zaire name called for me to go back inside. I called how many times? I said, imagine, it's a baby and the baby
was just
is
to be
here
registered, not to be seen, just registered.
Not to be seen, you know, to be registered after 12. I called to a lady who was at the customer care desk, and I said to her, imagine I am here from Hargreaves with a letter with the baby and nobody seeing the baby. She turned to me and said, this is not a baby hospital. Can you imagine that? And the baby was in pain. She turned to me and said, this is not a baby hospital. And I could not move. I want to use the bathroom and I could not move. And I never get through until minutes after 5 the next morning when they said that after we got through, we get inside and they sent me to do an x-ray, because when the doctor saw Zaire, she said to me, this is not looking good. She said, bring him into the room, let we examine him. When she pulled the baby pampers, she called a next doctor and said, it seems like the baby broke some bone. And she write up the x-ray paper immediately and she sent me to the x-ray. It was me and my husband that was there, because my husband was still there with me. And he was the one who took the baby. Jayden and Demar was in the car on the outside of the hospital sleeping.
Oh, they went with you? Okay.
Yes, all of them went with me. Because normally when we go, we don't leave anybody.
Okay, good.
And we went to the x-ray, we get the x-ray done, and I went back in because they would send the report to the doctor by the screen then. So you would have to bring the paper itself to the doctor. So when she looked at it, she said to me that the baby bone break. And I was sent back again to sit in the seat again until minutes after 6, when they said to me that they're going to admit the baby.
Okay, so remember now what she said. Minutes after 6 in the morning, yes, they admitted the baby. So yes, Anne-Marie was still in the hospital, right, at 6 o'clock in the morning with the baby.
Yes, but listen, on the other hand, for him own son, said that give you a different scenario.
What is that? What is the different scenario?
When time for him son said that it's after 11 o'clock the baby admit.
No. That did not come out of the Mar mouth. Do you have the recordings of that? The Mar said they went home at 11 o'clock. Him and Jayden went home at 11 o'clock.
Hold on.
Keep your thoughts coming in the comment section. We're going to come to the comment section in a bit. The thing is this, what we want, right, is
yes,
we can't say that Shenik is directly the murderer of Jayden Smith and Jayden Smith was murdered on Thursday, right? And what we just played a while ago does not prove that Jayden Smith was murdered on the Thursday. What that proves is that the entire family, where them say them don't leave anybody behind, went to the hospital. Yeah? Jayden, Zaire, and Mr. T went to the hospital. And they did not get through until, what them say, after 12, when them just register. And they did not see a doctor until after 5 in the morning, when the doctor discovered that something happened to the baby female bone probably broke. And they did not admit the little boy until 6 o'clock in the morning. So the admitting part, that is Friday morning, them admit him. Okay?
Yes, man. Yes, man. I hear that clearly from your side.
I
hear that clearly from her mouth.
Yeah, and then the next video that we're going to play that is going to prove that Jayden Smith was still alive on Friday is 2 eyewitness account that L.A. Lewis interviewed, right? That is not in the public domain. Let's get to that video.
Them are Jayden two look a friend them. What is it? Yeah, your cousin.
Cousin.
Who are the cousin? You are the cousin. I'm my friend. All right, so yeah, madam going. Oh, all right. So they are family. And all right, they know her. So what you go on? Where say? The same day the town and Jayden take the taxi. No, that means that the uncle tell the truth. Say in take taxi for true. All right, so yeah, one skull boss, you know. Yeah, rich. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, so I'm left to my friend, so I'm going to go down the road. Yeah. Yeah. So from that to know about Jayden.
So you're the last person from the community to see me.
Oh, is that? Yeah. Them are who?
That are the 15-year-old.
15-year-old. Or him call and say Jayden to come home. What time call you? Was him call your phone and ask for him? Or catch you and Jayden a friend? Alright, people. So, yeah.
Alright. So those 2 kids, right, teenagers, they have no reason to lie. No motive to lie and deceive the public, right? All of the bloggers, them never have this video here. If anybody see this video, saw it on my channel. These are 2 eyewitness accounts, and one of them right now is basically in hiding because them fearful for them life. Okay? Them see Jayden Smith with them own 2 yai going into a taxi, and one of them actually went into the taxi with Jayden on the way to school. Matto?
Yeah, man, I'm listening to you.
Right? So, even if we don't believe on Mr. T and Demar, right? What are we trying to say? That these two boys are actually lying? They had a motive to lie? No.
So look here. So
Yes.
look here. What about the other bigger guys, them four? What about the four big guys that L.A. Lewis go over the school and interview, and them said that them never see him at the school?
That is simple explanation. Jayden Smith is just in first form.
It's not simple.
It's very simple.
They were at school.
Yeah, but you've been to primary school and high school and all them schools, right?
Yeah.
I am a first farmer, and those boys look much bigger than Jayden Smith. Look like they may be 2 grades ahead of Jayden. What is the probability, right? Just listen to me 1 second. What is the probability, right, of someone 2 farms ahead of you is going to see you in school? What is the probability? Very low. It is maybe like, oh, me run into you, right?
Yes.
So those two, when you investigate a case, right, and those 2 boys who are not in the same class as Jayden Smith come out and say to you that, oh, me never see Jayden Smith on Friday. As an investigator, you have to throw out that, right, as not being credible sighting. Okay? And then the sighting that you're going to treat as being credible is these 2 kids that actually saw them, know Jayden. They know him. And they saw Jayden going into the taxi at school. So even if you don't believe the family members, right, them 2, yeah, place Jayden as being alive on Friday morning. Okay? And the only reason why Shenik lied to us about her entry into the island is because she wanted to remove herself from the vicinity where Jayden Smith went, Jayden Smith went missing.
That is true. I understand that. I would agree with that.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
If Jayden was unalive on the Thursday, Shenik wasn't in the island, Shenik had no reason to lie. She had 0 reason to lie about her entrance into the island if them dash her Jayden up on the Thursday. Would you agree with that one? Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would agree with that because she would only, all she would have to do is to just deal with the cover up. All she would have to do is to just deal with the cover up.
Yeah, she wouldn't have to lie.
No, she wouldn't have to lie, but guess what? She would have to have a whole lot of cover up to do. You understand? Because by this time, she would know what the family have done. And there is no stranger couldn't do that. But you'd have to done by Mr. T, Demar, or Demar mother. So she would have knowledge of that.
Yeah, having knowledge is one, right? But being directly involved in murdering Jayden, right? She wouldn't even get manslaughter charge. She would get some other charge or bring very little prison time. Okay? If we're gonna say that Jayden was murdered on Thursday, then Shenik free. Our focus should not be on Shenik.
Why Shenik lie with the entry when she come in the country? Yeah.
You want me to tell you why she lied?
Yeah, that means that she knows something. She's a part of something then.
Well, not knowing. Okay, if Jayden was murdered on Thursday, right? Shenik would not have any reason to lie. Why
No,
she?
no, I understand. I understand that. That's why I say why she lie proclaiming to where the Tulika boy said about the Friday, and Shenik hide the time when she come in the country.
This is the reason why Shenik lied, right? Because, listen, in an investigation, right, you have to follow all the timelines. So every single timeline matters. Every single timeline matters. Because you have to track Jayden Smith movement, you have to track Shenik movement, you have to track DeMar movement, and you have to track the driver movement.
Yes.
Tommy was not the driver. Okay? 100% Tommy was not the driver.
Yes.
Okay? There was a male who was the driver. That is, I'm going to just say it is a family member.
Okay.
Okay? That is not in the public domain.
Yes, that is true.
4 people, as I said in the early beginning, right? At least I can say 2 for certain was directly involved in murdering Jayden. Shenik and the driver. Okay? So these 2 boys placed Jayden Smith going to school. Okay? I'm going to believe the CCTV footage at the Mega Mart and Little Caesar. And I'm also going to believe Mr. T 3:30 p.m. sighting, seeing Shenik going into the hospital. So the reason why Shenik lied is because you see the window, the last time them see him on the CCTV footage exiting Mega Mart at around 4:30 going up Perth Road, you wouldn't even know where did I lurk around a Perth Road for little Jayden Smith. You remember this? When DeMar say, you know how long we the upper Perth Road are wait? You remember that statement there?
Yes.
You remember that one there?
Yes, man.
When him say, you know how long we the upper Perth Road are wait upon him? That is cryptic message. Because there was something round a Perth Road waiting on Jayden Smith. Jayden Smith was not murdered at Spurtree Hill. Jayden Smith was not murdered at his home. Jayden Smith met his demise off Perth Road. That is where Jayden Smith met his demise. And the connection is a damning connection to where Jayden Smith met his demise off Perth Road. It was not in any bushes. It was not in any bushes. Hence, the reason why Shenik lied to us and told us that she arrived at the hospital at 7:09. You see the dots now? That is the reason why Shenik lied. To remove herself from the area.
About the 2 o'clock arrival in the country.
Correct. So she arrived at 2 o'clock and she did not reach Mandeville until 7:09. Because she knows, say, the police have the record down there. Say Mr. T come at the police station at 6:30 to report that Jayden Smith did not come home. You see, a lot of us run with this thing, say, him go down at the station go report Jayden Smith missing. That's not what he did. He went down to the police station to tell them on his way to searching for Jayden. He went down there, him see the police, and him say, what was his word? Something along the line of his nephew did not come home from school. Him never say missing.
Yeah.
And then the police said to him, go look some more. And he went and he looked some more and he did not reach back home until after 1. Yeah? So, thank you so much, Matto, for joining this live stream tonight. Right? And continue to fight for justice for Jayden Smith.
So,
yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so what about that phone call that Shenik gets?
From who?
And messenger from the cousin about Jayden.
What was that? What was that? What was the details of that?
During an interview, a female was interviewing all of the family, but while she was interviewing the family, she stopped and said, Shenik, I have something to say to you. I just want to say it to you before I forgot. Can I say it? And they give her the privilege to ask Shenik. And she asked Shenik that, did you get a phone call from your cousin on Facebook or Messenger? And she shuffled. She a baba and wave. And then she said, a male or a female? She asked the question when she should just say yes because she get the call already like about 2 days ago. So she definitely don't know how to talk to her, but she delay and fumble and then she asked. But the lady said, it's a male or female? And then the lady said, male. And then she said, okay, yes, I can say yes. And then the lady speak to her and then she answer and I said, she, and the lady said, no, it's not a she, it's a he. So why is she hiding? Why she never get that phone call straight from Digicel or Flo? Why she never did get that?
Yeah.
Why it have to come all the way through Messenger?
Yeah. I mean, that could be somewhat significant, but the real significance in this case, right? I am not looking at it from like a blogger's standpoint, right? Because technically, I'm not a blogger. I'm not here on YouTube or TikTok making videos every day, right? The thing is this, right? Is I'm passionate about seeking justice for Jayden Smith and holding the right person accountable for what happened to Jayden, right?
That's right.
And the thing is this, a lot of people don't like Mr. T, right? Them say Mr. T is all wicked, but I guarantee you that Mr. T is going to be the one that send the people them who is responsible for murdering Jayden to prison. And everybody who is listening to my voice, want to pray for Mr. T. And if Mr. T dead tomorrow, want to know the reason why Mr. T is taken out. Because Mr. T know too much. Mr. T can track Shenik's movement for the entire day on Friday. And Anne can track Shenik movement, but Anne is a liar and she's covering up for her daughter. Because Anne Maria, the first one.
Mr. T know a lot too.
Yeah.
Mr. T know a lot too.
Anne is the first one that saw Shenik at the hospital early Friday morning. That 9 o'clock sighting that Mr. T CR, Shenik already went to the hospital there. Go look on the baby. I'm going to find out say something wrong with the picnic. And then her head never calmed down until she bucked Jayden. Yes. So do you have any final words to the audience? Because they were looking forward to hearing from you tonight. And listen, Matto, you're not wrong in your observation. We all think differently, right? But the purpose of this discussion, right, is for us who is in the movement, right? We all have to have a consensus, right? The person with the motive to murder Jayden is the mother, right? And as things develop, there's a strong possibility that Jayden Smith Pooper is not Shenik's husband. Okay? So the Pooper will leave at Jamaica, probably had the motive to cover up for the wicked mama.
Yes, YaadBoss. That's true.
Okay? That is the reason why Shenik, who is a nobody, is being protected. because we have some grim reapers that may have gotten their hands dirty.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Shenik? Do you have any final words for the people then? Do you have any final words for the people then? Do you have any final words for the people then?
Yes, YaadBoss. We will keep on track. We will stay together same way and fight for Jayden until we get justice.
Yes, keep the fire burning. And don't let anybody discourage you, right? About beating this thing every single day, because the more you guys do those live streams on TikTok, right? People are watching. You may think that people not watching, but people are watch. Okay? People are watching.
Yeah, we know that.
All right, so keep the fire burning, and the march coming up.
Yes, it is good to keep the fire burning. Keep Jayden's name out there. It is good. We thank you for highlighting this on the bigger platform, and keep up the good work, Simmer. Keep the fire burning. All fire burning, it makes sense.
Tell the people them about the march, the protest that's coming up on September, on March 28th.
Yes, the march is the 28th of March. The march is the 28th of next month. 28th of next month.
Okay.
That is the march.
So the 20th.
Coming up for Jayden at Emancipation Park.
Right. The 28th.
And we will have a bus running from Kingston to Mandeville, back and forth.
Mm-hmm. And we it's not confirmed yet.
Mandeville to St. Mary.
It's not confirmed yet, but we got a tentative, right? It's tentative that Andre Stevenson will be at the march. Okay? It's not 100%.
He said that he will be there. He tell me that.
Yeah.
He will be there.
Okay, but we have to confirm it 100%, right? That he's going to be there.
Yes.
All right.
Over and over.
Yes. All right. Big up yourself, Matto, and keep the fire
Big up yourself
burning.
every time, YaadBoss. Big up yourself.
All right.
Every time.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
All right, my people. That was Matto, a true fighter on the Jayden Smith case. You see, that is how I go to work, right? If something is bothering me, I try to be cordial to everybody who have the right set of stuff, right? Who really and truly want justice for Jayden Smith. Okay? When we listen to recordings, we may not interpret the recordings the way how it should be interpreted, right? We may not. And we may be missing information, okay? And I've been talking to a lot of the people who is involved in Jayden Smith case behind the scenes, and these are conversations that we have behind the scenes that you not just see in public, right? So this discussion that we just had, we had that in private, right? So there's not going to be any animosity after this recording, right? But Jayden Smith was not murdered on Thursday. The people them in the household did not have a motive to murder Jayden. The only thing that the people them in the household would have done to Jayden is give him a good beating. Because them blame him for breaking the little boy female bone. And Mr. T did not blame Jayden for breaking the little boy female bone. You know who blamed Jayden? The wicked boy, Demar. That is who blamed Jayden. That is who set up Jayden's life. Demar. Demar is the one that told him wicked sister what Jayden do. Demar is the one that set up Jayden Smith life. And now where is Demar? Demar is not in Jamaica. Guaranteed, sign and seal, Demar is not in Jamaica. And Demar will not be returning to Jamaica on his own free will. Demar is currently enrolled in school of foreign. Take that one to the bank. Him now come back. And why did Demar run away? Why Demar run away? Is it that Demar was present at a premises of Perth Road, waiting for Jayden, and wonder why Jayden Smith took so long? Look how long we are waiting for him off Perth Road. The more you listen to these recordings, the more you talk to people who depend the case behind the scenes, is the more the dots are connected. And for me, the dots fully connected. Fully connected, my people. Fully connected. Some people are saying that we don't have no evidence to hold the people them accountable. We do have no DNA, we do have this, we do have that. We wanna kill up on yourself. Cases in the past that had evidence upon top of evidence, DNA upon top of DNA, bodies, they did not have somebody to go after. They did not have public pressure. They did not have a movement like what Jayden Smith have. Them never have nobody a lobby the government for justice for them. That is the reason why Jayden Smith case is different. And Jayden Smith case have a lot of evidence. I told you guys about cases where somebody murder somebody in a one state, in a foreign, over 600 miles apart. The somebody dead. Them have the body. Blood there everywhere. No evidence of the murderer. Squeaky clean crime scene. But how them catch the murderer? All they had to do is place the murderer in the vicinity when the crime occurred. That is it. Cell phone pings, license plate readers. That is how they convicted that person, you know. Cell phone ping, license plate reader, no video evidence. And that person had a motive. That person had a motive. The person lied about their whereabouts. The people then placed the man in the vicinity when the woman was murdered. And them know what time the woman was murdered because them can tell, coroners can tell the time when the person got unalived. And that alone convicted the person, and now the person is facing life in prison. So let's take a look at Jayden Smith case now. Jayden Smith was alive up until 4:30 p.m. on Friday, September the 26th. When he made a turn to go up Perth Road. Where was Shenik Lawrence Cook? The people wanna send me the messages on WhatsApp. That's the WhatsApp number. I told you guys I was gonna get a dedicated number. That is the number. Message me. Don't call yet. Soon we're gonna start doing call-ins. So now, Jayden Smith last seen on Friday, the 26th, around 4:30, going towards Perth Road. Where was Shenik? Credible investigators would know where Shenik is. First thing is to get the immigration records to see when Shenik actually arrived in the island. The physical printout. Yeah? Shenik was in the island long before 9 o'clock in the morning. Shenik was in Mandeville during the disappearance window of Jayden Smith. That is what the DPP is going to use, and it's going to be on the discretion of the DPP, even without Jayden Smith body or without DNA. It is up to the DPP to look on whether or not we want to say it's circumstantial evidence, but the circumstantial evidence is quite damning. Why did Shenik lie to us about arriving in the island at 2 p.m. and reaching at the hospital at 7:09? Why? Why did Shenik lie to us and tell us that her parents left the hospital 1 hour after she arrived at the hospital? So what she said is the parents left the hospital at 8:09. Why did Shenik lie? Because it's not possible for Mr. T to see Shenik at 9 o'clock in the morning. Me, I telling you how the DPP are going to work, you know. Yeah? This is what them are going to do. Them are going to say, well, if Mr. T see her, and if them can pull the video evidence at the pharmacy, and worse off, if them can pull the video evidence at the hospital, and see Shenik entering the hospital anytime early Friday morning. Mr. T never see her, you know, early Friday morning, you know, because remember, Mr. T left the hospital at around 5:30, so Mr. T never see her that early. Because if he did see her, he would have tell me and see her. Because remember, she said, them never diagnosed the pitney until 6 o'clock in the morning. So, and see her first. So them are going to say, okay, 9 o'clock sighting, we can prove, say, Shenik was there at 9 o'clock. So that is the reason why she lied, because she was there at 9 o'clock. And then I'm going to see her coming in again at 3:30, 3 o'clock in the hospital, right? And then they're going to see her and leave the hospital after 3:30 to go get chicken and chips, right? And when she go get the chicken and chips, they're going to track how long the wicked girl take to get chicken and chips. Them can call, flow, wherever. But some of the people they must say she was using messenger app, but that doesn't even matter. Because the court, they can subpoena anything once them charge her. But that's all them need, to place Shenik in the vicinity around the same time frame when Jayden Smith went missing. And then them ever say, Shenik was ready, available in the vicinity around the same time when Jayden Smith went missing. And that is the reason why Shenik lied to the nation about arriving at the hospital at 7:09. And now the discretion is in the hands of the DPP to say Jamaica, Jamaica, based on these circumstantial evidence, we're going to charge Shenik with the disappearance of Jayden Smith. Whether that be manslaughter, I don't think it's going to reach to premeditated murder, even though it is premeditated. Even though it is premeditated. And trust me, that is just a tip of the iceberg. Because the DPP is also going to dig further. And they're going to search certain premises to find a Jayden Smith DNA in there. Because Jayden Smith was in certain premises. We may never find Jayden Smith remains. You may never find Jayden Smith. The probability of us finding Jayden Smith remains extremely low. Probably 1%. Jayden Smith was not washed away in Hurricane Melissa. He was not washed away. If you guys are depending on the Manchester Police Department to bring any justice for Jayden Smith, we might as well just pack our bags and go home. Pack up our bags and go home. That is not going to happen. They're not investigating any further. And they know we're not going to find Jayden Smith's body. We're not going to find Jayden Smith's body. They looked at Jayden Smith as a little boy that his mother never want and his father never want. A poor little boy. That's what them see Jayden Smith as. No one of importance. No matter how brilliant he was, them no business with that. Them no business with that. Yep. So don't even think you're gonna get any justice from them, the police there, down in Manchester. It's not going to happen. Trust and believe. This need to go above them. Above them. And right now, the entire nation is watching. And I'm sure that Shenik is probably close to a confession. Probably close to a confession. It's up to her, The gamble. A gamble, she a gamble right now, She gambling right now. So the gamble is the DPP is going to have everything right in front of them. And she have a bet. They say, oh, them are going to look on it. And because them can't find Jayden Smith body, them not going to charge her. And she going to say, well, even if them charge me, how them are going to extradite me? That's the gamble she'll look on it now. She'll say, all right, even if them charge me, how them are going to extradite me? She probably a ponder that right now. I guarantee you that Shenik is pondering that right now. Or she's saying, boy, if them really send for me now, the man in charge over there, so him not play with criminals, you know. So if me have an open warrant in Jamaica, more than likely him gonna send me back to my yard. More than likely him gonna send me back to my yard. And on the other hand, she probably contemplating, well, if me confess, me may just get manslaughter, spend 5 years or spend a couple of years in a prison. But she can't go back to America. She have to go stay at Jamaica. And run for the rest of her life. Stay at Jamaica and hide for the rest of her life. Because the entire Jamaica is going to know that Shenik Lawrence Cook was responsible for murdering the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. Those are the options that Shenik is looking at. So it's not up to us. It's up to the DPP. It's going to be up to the DPP. We'll just have to wait and see. But for now, we have to continue with the public pressure. We have to continue with the public pressure. We can't ease up. We cannot ease up. Big up YaadBoss. Respect, justice for Jayden Smith. Welcome everyone. Blessings, YaadBoss. Blessings. Good evening. And I just have a bad feeling, you know, say some of them blockers, yeah, especially one of them, are going to beat me for the technical difficulties that we had with Matto earlier. But that is technology. If they want to be petty, that's up to them. That's up to them. All right, so these were coming up. All right, so let's see here. Authorities need to send for Shenik. Yeah, but they have to have good evidence, right? Circumstantial or physical evidence to send for Shenik. Okay? There must be a package, right? Even when them charge her, they have to submit a package to the courts in America in order to get Shenik to come back to Jamaica to face the Sankey. When a case like that, you cannot come out and talk everything because those criminals and murderers are listening. Yes, they are listening. And that is the reason why certain information, I mean, there's going to be more to come, you know, because tomorrow it should be another big night, not over here, but an Andre show. It should be confirmed maybe sometime tomorrow between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock. If that guest is going to be on Andre's show. So tomorrow night should be another big night. A big night tomorrow night, you know, if all goes well. It'll be a big night. And people, I am not the mastermind behind it. Andre Stevenson is the mastermind, okay? It's Andre Stevenson's show, not my show. All right? Not my show. All right. Don't worry, she has 2 children. God does not sleep. Yeah, karma. Blessed Sunday to you, YaadBoss. All right, listen, for people. So you see the number on your screen? This is where you can send credible information to. That's 646-529-1535. If you guys have the flight manifesto, if you can get the boarding pass for Shenik, when she fly down in the island, if you work for the immigration office in Jamaica, I will protect the information that you sent to me. I won't publish the physical paper. But if I see it and I tell my people them are going to believe me. Because I don't make up things. All right? If me not see it physically, I'm not coming out and tell my people them say, Shenik arrive here and there. My reasoning behind Shenik arrival from GFK to Norman Mandela International Airport at around 12 to 3 o'clock in the morning is because of that 9 a.m. sighting. That is the only way Shenik would be able to fly into the island and see Mr. T at 9 o'clock in the morning, because she heard the story, the news of her child injury on Thursday. On Thursday, between the hours of, we would say, 4 o'clock and 5:30. That is when Shenik hear. Shenik never hear nothing on 6 o'clock, nothing. And he's a liar. Okay? Shenik learn about the injury way before then. That is the way how she was able to book a connecting flight from Charleston, South Carolina, where them say she live. Them say she live at South Carolina. She's able to book a flight from South Carolina to JFK to Norman Mandela International Airport. That is the only possibility that Shenik would be able to see Mr. T at 9 o'clock in the morning. There's no other possibility. No commercial flight flying into the island at any other given time that would allow Shenik to reach and see Mr. T at 9 o'clock. But that flight from JFK. So Shenik flying through Montego Bay. Shenik did fly through Montego Bay. But you know when Shenik fly through Montego Bay? Shenik fly through Montego Bay when she came back to pick up the baby. Did you guys know that Shenik came back into the island to pick up Zaire? Huh? 100% confirmed. Shenik entrance into Jamaica was twice. When the baby got injured and she fly back down. I don't know the exact date when she fly down. But there were reports going around that Shenik is in police custody. Yes, she was indeed questioned by police and then released to pick up the pitney and fly back a foreign. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Shenik did indeed return to Jamaica. No blogger not running with that because they do not have that information. But it come directly from YaadBoss. And YaadBoss don't tell lie. Bloggers, some of the people them know what's going on, but they are credible people also. Credible people also. Yeah? Who gave me that information in confidence. And they're not running with it on their platform because they really and truly want justice for Jayden Smith. And certain information, as far as like the source of the information, will not be in the public domain. Myself, J Progress function the same way. If you're not comfortable sending the information to me, send it go give J Progress, send it go give Andre. Because we're all in this for the same goal, to hold those who murdered Jayden Smith to justice. So whatever you wanna have, record them. And send it to me. Let me send it to the DPP. All right. Let's continue. True that, yeah, they big up yourself for the output of this serious case. We have done the right thing by inviting Andre to Jayden Smith case. You guys invited Andre. Andre came on board on his own free will, right? Because he's a justice warrior. He's a justice warrior. Up to all who sacrifice, where is it now? Up to all who sacrifice I don't understand that one. Andre is the voice for the voiceless. He is. Have we figured out about this guy, Ron? I don't know who that person is. You can send me a message. I don't know who that one is, Rowan. But that person, Rowan, never come up in my investigation unless the person who I have go by is the name Rowan is also his name. I don't know. Good night, my YaadBoss family. I don't believe that they know God will expose them all very soon. Yeah, we have some serious prayer warriors in this case here, right? And you guys been praying from the earlier stages for all of the bloggers involved. And this case here is going to go down in the history books in Jamaica. Yeah. Bloggers lobbying their government for justice for Jayden Smith. What can go so? What can go so? Bloggers lobbying their government for justice. But that's a good thing, you know, because in developing big countries overseas, you have non-profit organization, lawyers, yeah, who lobby the government for release, right, of inmates. All the time. I don't remember what the name of the big one is. And even some big lawyers will take cases pro bono, right? People upon death row, and then they got released from death row. They were wrongly convicted. Yeah. But in this case right here, we're fighting for a conviction. And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think Jamaica have a group of lawyers who fight for justice like how the bloggers them are fight for justice right now. That would be nice if that can be established in Jamaica. That would be nice. Funded by the citizen of Jamaica, home and abroad. Because them are gonna need money. Yeah, them have to eat. Them have to pay bills. Okay? Jayden Smith will get justice. All right, so let's hear what this one is saying now. Talks in Mandeville that Jayden's body was disposed of in the Manchester High School pit. That's why the principal had lied and distracted the police from Perth Road, where the school is, to Wesley Road. Well, Perth Road have a huge significance, And over the weekend, a day or two ago, everything came full circle. So that Perth Road, when them are say, you know, how long will you up a Perth Road I wait for him? Very, very significant. All right, dog man, them breakfast, lunch, dinner, and supper. The bulldog is on the case, LOL. Yeah, the bulldog is on the case, dog, nyam, them supper. All right, let's continue here. Continue. Yes, that is so correct. People have been shouting out to Jay. Someone called Matto. Oh yeah, we just spoke to Matto. I guess this was when Matto was on the live. Let's see. I myself text to Andre asking please to take up Jayden case. Yes, it's because of you guys. Because of you guys, not me. So anybody asks, you know, who organized this media push right here? The people of the movement. And Andre said, yes, I will accept the challenge. And he's going to work and see what... Listen, he's working. One of my things say Andre don't know the nitty-gritty of this case here. One of my things him not know. He knows a lot. You may see the TikTokers, them go on it and they're making the push, right? It's just to get the awareness going in the nation. Everybody start look, yeah? And then when him put on him gown and go to work, now it's time to go to work. But he's aware. And the thing is this, a proper investigator, yeah? He may have his own opinion, right? But it's good to hear everybody's account, the connection, where people are saying, some people are saying the principal is involved. Why would the principal of an upstanding school in Manchester get his hand dirty in a case like this? For nobody like Shenik. Yeah? Why would he get his hands involved in this case? Yeah? So that's where a talented, intelligent investigator go to work. Yeah, him have the facts of the case. Him know all of that. But the probe come in now and say, all right, we know who murdered Jayden. Yeah? Let's find out what them do with Jayden Smith body. And what is the connection to the principal? You keep on hearing the principal. What is the connection? And then when in probe and people say, all right, the principal was in a relationship, allegedly. That is where the problem is, because me not really talk about the principal. Enough people are talking about the principal, right? And what they must say about the principal is, the principal was involved with Shenik when Shenik was underage. We don't know for sure if Shenik actually went to Manchester High School. I don't know that. But there's another investigator investigating that angle, right, to find out how the principal and Shenik cross path, right? And then the other investigator was saying that Shenik fly down to Jamaica and she always go stay up at the boss yard up at Spurtree, and the boss turned out to be the principal, right? And then when she fly up, this is before Zaire born, right? When she fly up, she find out that she's pregnant. And the question is, did the husband get a jacket and a suit to go with it? And that the little boy Zaire, real papa, was actually the principal. And that is how the principal would get cross and hungry because of him and the real papa of the little baby. That is where the people them must say. It's not what YaadBoss I say. So those are the probing that a talented investigator is currently doing. He's probing. But him have the facts of the case. Him know what them say in the public. Him know all of that. So don't fool on yourself that Andre don't know what is going on. He's well connected. Look how much people, you know, think Andre already get the whole of them the video they already. The amount of message, even people that is in my circle, them send Andre video, at least 3 videos a day. Andre have videos up on top of videos. And he also have a detailed investigative report that he's going through. So don't fool on yourself. Don't fool on yourself. All right, 28 inches of snow in New York. No? Oh, you serious? Or you're referencing to something else? Karen. All right, I think those footages at Mega Mart are old footage. It could be old, but the thing is this, right? Everything is significant. Everything is significant. No matter how small it may be. Everything is significant. Because remember, it's not just charging Shenik, you know. When you charge her, that is one victory. But you have a send for the wicked girl. Yeah. And what more powerful? If you have the recordings and you can see Jayden Smith, you can see a Mega Mart and CC and thing, and you can see her go through the hospital. So you track the two of them movement. Because that's where you have to convince the judge in a foreign, you know. The tracking the two people them timeline meeting up. That is where you have to convince the judge. And if you have video evidence of the two of them, Jayden being alive Friday up until 4:30, Shenik leaving the hospital after the 3:30 sighting. Jayden Smith disappear. Can't find him at 6:30. And then I see wicked girl Shenik coming back to the hospital around 5:30. And then the judge of foreign and listen. When the wicked girl says she arrived at 7:09 and her parents never leave the hospital until 8:09. And then the judge of foreign go say, guilty girl, go to Jamaica, go face the Sankey. Yes. Every single timeline, every single footage that can be found is critical. Critical. I think there might not be no need for a march. I think Shenik and Demar will be in Jamaica. When I don't know, but the march will continue. What we don't know. Today is February 22nd. The march is going to be March the 28th. The only way is if the DPP levy charge, but it's going to take some time though, you know. It's going to take some time because even if they bring charges against Shenik before the march, it's going to take time to extradite Shenik. So I wouldn't stop the march even if they brought charges against her. We'll still continue with the march. I guess it will be something for us to celebrate. Big up yourself, Matto. Great job. Keep up. Yes, big up yourself, Matto. Matto is critical to this movement. And as I say, all of us, we're not going to be like 100% on the same page as far as our interpretation of what's going on. But the main thing is for like all of the bloggers on the case is there's one person who is guilty, the prime suspect, and that is Shenik. Shenik did not come to cover up anything. That is the reason why Shenik lied, because Shenik was there when Jayden Smith was being unalived. If he disappeared on the Thursday, Shenik would have no reason to lie to us about when she come in at the island. You can't charge her with nothing if she was not there. You can't charge her. She was not home. If Mr. T and them are murdered Jayden. And you can't say Ann went home and left the injured baby on the ward by themselves. In a Jamaica hospital? No, sir. Not even a foreign. Not even a foreign. You're gonna leave a 2-year-old by themselves. I want to correct me if I'm wrong. Not even in a foreign. You're gonna leave a 2-year-old by themselves. And remember now, the 2-year-old the baby, you can hear he never get admitted until 6 o'clock in the morning. After 6. And that can the investigators can go fact check that. Okay. All right, Matto. Okay, that is when the Wi-Fi was acting up. All right, I think so, YaadBoss, that Shenik got some drugs at the pharmacy. Yeah, I said that in the earlier stage, that Shenik went to the pharmacy to get some concoction to inject Jayden. I said that in the earlier stages, but the thing is this, right? The people that might call me, the people that might call me, Cha. Send me message. I'm not taking the calls now. We're gonna take calls soon. All right, so let's go through like the comments for the next 7 minutes, and then we're gonna wrap up at 2 hours. So my people, please like the video, right? And please subscribe to the channel. All of them are liars. Yeah. Not because we say like Mr. T is the linchpin in the case, that means Mr. T not covering up for them, Yeah, we're not saying Mr. T not covering up for them. We're not saying that. Yeah, but I do believe that Mr. T is going to be the one that is going to send Shenik to jail. And you know why? Mr. T don't know what's going on, Mr. T was not there when Jayden Smith was getting murdered. Ann was not there. Mr. T and Ann was not there when Jayden Smith was getting murdered. But Mr. T can track the movements of Shenik from 9 o'clock in the morning until when she last come back to the hospital around 5 o'clock. Mr. T can track that. And it's because of Mr. T. Them not like Mr. T, You think them like Mr. T? And Mr. T come tell we everything and make the people them under pressure. You hear me say? If them could have dashed with Mr. T tomorrow, them dash with Mr. T. But if them dash with Mr. T, them still a go to jail. Them a go to jail for 2 murder. Jayden and Mr. T, them not like one bone in a Mr. T body. Them say Mr. T chat too much. You know, see, and all of a sudden I give Mr. T bun. You know, see, all of a sudden, after 30 years worth of marriage, and gone find man pan Mr. T. Them not like a bone in a Mr. T body. Cause Mr. T come out and open him mouth. So me not understand. Some people are saying Mr. T is involved and Mr. T is all wicked. Well, him probably from when them say Jayden Smith was a slave at the house. Maybe that's the reason why them say Mr. T is all wicked. Yeah, because the man never want to do nothing. And his Jayden was doing all of the chores. So maybe that's how them paint Mr. T as the all wicked. But if it wasn't for Mr. T, Jayden Smith case would just be another viral moment. Shenik fly down from foreign, murder Jayden. Everybody say she's a whole murderer. She come out and she talk and she give us fear timeline, and we would have no contradicting statement to refute whatever the wicked girl say. Want to hear me loud and clear? Do you hear me loud and clear? So if you know any blogger, any member of the public who really and truly wants to see justice for Jayden Smith, when you go on the bed tonight and pray, when you pray for Mr. T to stay alive, because Mr. T is going to be the crown witness on the stand testifying against wicked girl Shenik. Because the DPP is going to sit him down and show him what them have. And Mr. T go hold him head and say, Lord Jesus, and really she murdered Jayden? Because up to this day, Mr. T believes that Jayden Smith run well. Yes, that is going to be the reaction of Mr. T when he sit down there. And the DPP them show him the time when she arriving on the island. But him already know that. Show him any video evidence here and there. And say, Mr. T, we believe that Shenik Lawrence Cook is directly responsible for murdering Jayden Smith. We're going to put you in a witness protection program. And Mr. T go tell them the whole of the timeline. When you see her, after you see her at 3:30, where you see happen again. And Mr. T go place her here and place her everywhere. And he go sit down upon the stand and tell a jury of Shenik's peers. When him see her, when him want to yai them. Those are powerful testimony too. Me see her. How long you know Shenik? Me know Shenik from she a baby. I'm not going to mistake Shenik. Me know her from she a baby. Powerful eyewitness. It's not if me did see her. You know, some eyewitness testimony can be flawed. If you're in a group and somebody get injured and somebody pull a trigger, those eyewitness accounts are flawed. But this eyewitness here, He know her from she a baby. Him see her and him give her the key and him know say a Shenik that. Him a go outside to go buy soup and him see her come in, him know say a Shenik that. Yeah. And him will see her again and leave the hospital to go buy chicken and chips. And him know say a Shenik that. And he also said, when she returned, he knows say a Shenik that. Powerful, powerful testimony. And Mr. T alone plays Shenik in Jamaica, ready and available to murder Jayden. Mr. Thompson alone. Nobody else. So I want to pray for that them and there. Pray for him. Right now, them can't murder him, you know. If they murder him, a two murder them are go down for. But Mr. T life is in jeopardy. You hear me? And him come open him mouth. And a him testimony is going to sink Shenik. Them all lure Jayden to the location. This sound like somebody who know what's going on. Let's continue. Look at Anne's face. She look guilty. Guilty. Very guilty. Nervous. Care looking at the camera. And I talk about, oh, them a talk about me now looking at camera. When you look pan smaddy, you look straight in them eye. If you have nothing to hide, you look pan them, you having a conversation. Comfortable conversation. And I look all over the place. Cause she a liar. Look pan Mr. T body language and look pan wicked girl and Shenik body language. Let me show you Mr. T body language. When Mr. T say, him see, him report Jayden Smith missing. Let me show you Mr. T body language. Watch Mr. T.
Them can't carry phone.
All right. So so that part clear up now.
So he never used to lock the phone.
Yeah.
He didn't used to lock the phone.
Yes.
But when I come in and we check the phone, like, you understand? The phone lock.
Yes.
Call it up.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else in there.
Yeah.
So, me drive out same time, me pick up back home, me carry. Me pick up in daddy and his bigger brother. We say head back and go. Maybe you know get no drive for Mandeville.
Yes.
And we head back out of Mandeville. Before we reach Mandeville, we meet up a new post station.
Yeah.
We tell the police. We say, officer, me go a yard, me see me look at him nephew, in-law. So me I go
Oh, that after about much hour there.
no man, me I tell you early in about say 6:30, 6:45.
And you notice Mr. T did not say him report Jayden missing. Him say him see the police and him just say Jayden never come home. But you notice the body language, confidence, looking L.A. Lewis dead in him eye. Dead in him eye, him a look on L.A. Lewis. Confidence. Shenik, Anya, nah look on nobody. The body language of a liar. That is Shenik and that is Anne. Well, Mr. T out there, I pick up for them, not knowing where Shenik do to Jayden. All right, let's see right here. I don't think Anna would have left the baby by himself at the hospital knowing that Shenik is going to be upset. No, and the thing is this, you know, here where Andre say, the hospital them chaka. The baby was admitted in the hospital at 6 o'clock in the morning. Admitted don't mean that the baby get a bed. In the hospital there. No. Admitted don't mean the baby they on a chair. When you think of foreign this, when you really think of foreign this, just go look on some of the videos them done at the hospital. When you go look on some of the videos, them people out in the hallway, I sit down on chair, and them the people they admitted in the hospital, you know. Leave the baby where? Fi dead? And never leave the baby there. And the nurse them probably would not allow Anne to leave the baby. Who will go watch the baby? Nurse have time to sit down with baby in the hospital while them have to attend to patient. This is not foreign. This is not Upper UE. This is not Upper Children's Hospital in Kingston, where baby is admitted properly and baby is in a crib and baby strapped down. All of the family is lying. Oh no. The lying principal is guilty. Well, that's a DPP have to prove that one. Okay? DPP have to prove that one. I can't prove that the one. The timing is wrong. Matto, I don't agree with you on this one. That means Shenik would not be involved in Jayden Smith missing. Yeah, that one is off. That one is off. And the thing is this, right? I'm not saying that he never have all of the information. Him never have all of the information. Yeah, that is the reason why we talk and we interpret. Because I want consensus as much as possible. Because everybody should agree that the main suspect in this case is Shenik. Yeah, nobody else. Shenik and the co-conspirators, because they are co-conspirators. But Shenik is the one with the motive. I leave it to J Progress to talk whether or not who is a daddy and who is not the daddy. Me leave it for him. Make him deal with that part. He might investigate that part. So, when you tune into J Progress for that part. They say Jayden went to school. That's what the two little boys said. Yeah, Jayden went to school. And then there's a little girl in the school that confirmed that Jayden Smith gave her the umbrella. Because Wicked Girl Ann was telling some truth, you know, but she had bent it up. Okay, she had bent it up. She said the little girl told her that Jayden gave her the umbrella because she spoke to the little girl on the phone. She called the father and the father gave the little girl the phone, right? And Wicked Girl Ann come say the reason why Jayden gave away his umbrella is because he told the girl that somebody was coming to pick him up from school. That's probably not exactly what the little girl said. The little girl probably said that him give me the umbrella because him same cousin from foreign was coming to pick him up from school. But Anne omitted that the part out because she a cover for her wicked daughter. And probably up to this day, Anne don't really know how they murder Jayden. She just knows say she have to go all out to cover the whereabouts of her pitney because she knows say her pitney is directly involved. She probably don't know how them do it. Probably don't know how them do it. Every one of them are liars. Justice for Jayden Smith. I saw this interview with L.A. Lewis. Yes. Good night, YaadBoss. It's crazy. Yes. The cousin statement will change. Trust me. Which cousin you talk about? There's a cousin Kami. And even some bloggers that say YaadBoss get the information from them. Me not get no information. Me get information from bloggers who I talk to behind the scenes. Yeah? From bloggers that I talk to behind the scenes. So I do get credible information direct from some bloggers. And some people, they're not bloggers. Okay? But as far as who is Kami and who is Tommy, it's in the damn recording. Mr. T said Tommy and Kami was live on North Coast. So those information are already in the public domain, but there's a trove of information that a lot of the bloggers them don't have. We all see the video a long time ago live with L.A. Lewis. Yeah, but it's not circulated, right? A lot of the bloggers them missed that one. That is the only reason why you can draw the conclusion that Jayden Smith did not go to school on Friday. Because if you saw those two little boys, there's no way you can dismiss these boys. Because you notice, right? When I was talking to Matto referenced the two bigger boys. Those two boys look like they're 2 years ahead of Jayden. Jayden is just 12 in a first form. So you asking those two boys, and the two boys them come out and say, nah, I never see him in a school. Like them just a joke out the thing. When me in a first form, a third form or a fourth form, I know me? No. Them probably just as see Jayden Smith, just know Jayden Smith because Jayden Smith went missing. Them probably don't never even know who Jayden was. When me in a fourth farm and fifth farm, me don't know nobody in a first farm. Me not have time for know nobody in a first farm. A little pitney them there. Yeah, little pitney that. Me not associate myself with no little pitney. So that is the reason why me throw that out. From me see that, me say them the boy they no know Jayden. And then me dig because I was still on the hunt, you know. Because me hear people say Jayden never go to school on Thursday and Friday. Yeah, me still there on the hunt. Because me I say one day if Mr. T I tell lie. Yeah. The Mar say and Mr. T say, yeah, Jayden went to school on Friday. But I wanted to actually find some evidence, some what you would say no eyewitness account. Yeah. Because it was like 3 people. And Mr. T and Demar said Jayden went to school. And in the beginning, everybody was saying them is a old liar, don't trust them. But me dig. And then I find these 2 little boys who confirmed that Jayden Smith was in the same taxi going to school. And that's when I said, he indeed did go to school on Friday the 26th. Okay? Why? Because them are coming in like crazy, you know? Coming in like crazy. All right, Matto need to relax and listen to you. The professional help did agree that Jayden was unalive. I'm not tooting my horn and saying I'm no professional investigator, you know. There are certain tools right? Because you just listen to everything that the people them say. And people who are trained in this field, because remember, bloggers are not trained in investigation. Okay, there are certain bloggers. There's a couple of them on the case. When we listen to them talk, them know exactly what them are talking about. And you can see the timeline, how it connect, how them connect the dots. There's a couple of them. One have a big platform and some don't have a big platform. Very credible, connect the dots. Right? And then there's also other people. It's not just us. It's not just us. And that is the reason why I do believe, and Andre alluded to it, that when he present the case, a confession might be imminent. Tommy was not the driver. Tommy was just a part of the plan. Well, I know Tommy was there early, right? Did Mr. T say Tommy and Shenik enter back into the hospital? I'm not sure. I have to revisit that one. But I know Tommy was there early, right? They probably came out of a car and a driver was in the car. But there was definitely a driver, right? A male driver. Please, girl, I'm ready. Let's see. Oh, you was talking to somebody. I stood up like... Okay, let's move on. Mr. Matto, you mean well, but your interpretation of it is not correct based on the two eyewitnesses that saw Jayden Friday. You are passionate about the case, but please control your emotions. Okay, bro? No, well, Matto is fine, you know. Matto is fine, right? And I did send that video to Matto. But Matto never have that video there. He did not have that video. Okay, he did, because they were going on the assumption that no taxi man see him at the taxi stand. Okay, but I shared that video with Matto. Yesterday, I shared that video with Matto. Because I don't like to blindside people. That's not how I work. Blindside, no. He know exactly that was going to come. Right? Yeah. Follow the dots. The dots fully connected. But let me tell you, no, this data crazy. Me tell you. Some things me can't talk ya so. If any bloggers want to do it, make them go along. And once somebody me want to go jail, Shenik the perpetrator, Demar, the other two, who don't understand. Some people braver than me. Some people braver than me. Trust me, my people. This a case here, no normal. Alright. So nephew-in-law Justice Matto, happy you are also on the case. Yeah, man, Matto keep the fire burning. Cause he's member, you know. Let's not bash Matto, you know. Because remember, Matto is the one that went out there and protest in front of Manchester High School and draw the principal to come out and make a public statement. And remember his team, Matto and Caribbean Queen, who is organizing the march at Emancipation Park on March the 28th. Remember that? Okay? Remember that. But we cannot be out here in the public night after night and say that Jayden was murdered on Thursday. Because if we do that, Shenik is not the murderer. Because there's no flight manifesto that is going to show Shenik arriving on the island on Thursday. Because everything talking to hospitals, because the people them talk to the people them at the hospital, you know. We probably can't call name. But them talk directly to people at the hospital and the baby was in the hospital. Baby was in the hospital. What I didn't get is the time when the people them see Shenik. Because you know everything a galang, right? Them probably just say the family. Because nurses not gonna put, okay, this and one and this and one, yeah. Right? Them just say the baby, they know definitely the baby was there and the family was there. And them say the family, them did a galang bad. Them say the family did a galang bad. Okay? All right, YaadBoss, Shenik said it was 4 p.m. They waited on Perth Road for Jayden. People in chat her Facebook, Shenik Lawrence Cook. Go look at posting of Jayden and read it. You will see her fam. Well, I did not hear Shenik saying that if you can send it to me, if you can take a snippet showing Shenik name on Facebook. But I did see the family tree. Yeah. Yeah, but I did not hear Shenik saying anything about 4:30. The person who said Shenik never mentioned she was on Perth Road. She did not mention that. It is Demar who said me dey on Perth Road so long. I wait. We dey on Perth Road so long I wait. So it was Shenik, the driver, and another individual was there summer right over off of Perth Road. I wait upon him. There was a light, there was a house with a camera, and there was a final destination. I'm gonna give you a hint. What somebody say, they look out and they see Jayden walk. And there's no way them can look out and see Jayden walking from Perth Road all wet. No way them can see. From where them there, them cannot see Jayden walking on Perth Road. So Jayden made a detour off of Perth Road and go somewhere, go meet his demise. Yes, my people. All right. YaadBoss, good job. I like clarity. That's how I go to work. And basically, I can't do this every day, you know. But I will have, starting Thursday, I have somebody beating it every day, right over here on YaadBoss TV. The first live stream, I'll be there with that person. And then she'll take the reins. And then we'll have somebody over here every night. You can call in, voice an opinion. Because the reason being is this. People are watching. People are paying attention. Shenik and the whole of them over here I watch right now. And them are fret. When them hear YaadBoss say the dot is fully connected, they must say, Lord Jesus, what is span me now? Same way so. The dot is, and when them hear me I say, me not say the full thing, Them say, rotted. The dot fully connected. The dot fully connected. All right, so let's see here. In the US, that case will be closed. I don't think Mr. Thompson is a wicked. They all know about it. In the United States, Shenik would have been behind bars long time, arrested with no bond. Matto arrested with no bond because they would have put Mr. T in the hot seat. Once them hear them the story there, Mr. T in the hot seat a sweat. Them not gonna accuse Mr. T of nothing, you know. Them want all of the timeline. When you see her, tell me when you see the wicked girl. And within the first 48 hours, them attract Jayden Smith movement, and them collect all of the CCTV footages, and them attract Shenik movement, and any video evidence that them can find, and submit it to the grand jury. And the grand jury will say, we have a case, and charge the wicked girl. Yes, should have been behind bars long time without the possibility of parole. And my people, you know, sister, sitting around with justice system in Jamaica. Shenik murder Jayden. Fly out. Come back to Jamaica. Pick up our pitney and fly out. What can go so? This is not accusation, you know. These are facts. These are facts. And I know a lot of you bloggers out there are going to say, YaadBoss, where you get that the information there from? People not going to call you know. People not going to call you know. And people not going to trust you know. With them the information there. Because when we send people go at them never land. People are going to call and they're going to trust people who no come out here and make no mischief on internet and who produce false information. Yeah? That's who they're going to trust. They're going to trust people who don't give them false information and who make videos just for views and clickbaits. So people will send me the credible information and I will not disclose the identity. Because if that happen, them the people there are going to end up 6'6". You see, just like how Mr. T life is in danger. When you think a joke me I make? When you really think a joke me I make, you know? And me I say it publicly because when you say it publicly, them not gonna murder him. Them are gonna think twice before them touch Mr. T. Because the whole world I watch. Jamaica watch. Foreigner watch. Them can't touch Mr. T. Them well want dirt him. When you stay there, them well want dirt Mr. T. I think Shenik arrived in Jamaica before 9 a.m. Of course. She have to arrive in Jamaica before 9 a.m. That is a must. That is a must. And I wanted to share one more thing. I know we're like 2 hours and 30 minutes in, but let me share one more thing before we call it a night. I'll share this and then we're going to call it a night. And today, Sunday. So tomorrow, I won't be doing a live stream tomorrow. on tune in to Andre Stevenson show at 8 o'clock tomorrow. What I might do, if everything is confirmed, I'll release the guests in a post who is going to be on the Andre Stevenson show tomorrow. All right. All right, my people. Let me make this in the big screen, because I have seen touch on the 9 a.m. right? I had to be in the island before 9 a.m. So now, some people say, right, that Shenik arrived through MBJ at 9 o'clock, right, on Thursday. When was Thursday? Remember now that most of these flights that fly into these airports are standard flights, right? So let's see. Thursday was the 19th. So let's stick to the 19th. And then they're saying that between 6 o'clock in the morning and 12, we're going to look at all of the flights coming in from America, right? And remember now, Shenik lived where? Shenik never live in Miami. Shenik no live at Toronto. So you see the first flight we are coming right as well? 10:07, right? That is from Miami. She no live in Miami. 10:59, she no live at Toronto. 11:08, she no live in New York City. 11:09, and let's continue. Atlanta, Charlotte. Them say she live in North Carolina. Okay? If she took a flight from Charlotte, I believe this is a direct flight. A direct flight from Charlotte, North Carolina, would land in Jamaica after 12. No, let's take we're saying that standard flights, right? So let's look at Friday. This one right here, if she was in Atlanta, we're going to say that there's a possibility that the flight on the Thursday would have landed in Jamaica at 9 o'clock. That's a possibility, right? From Miami, 10:07. JFK, so you see all these right here, right? Basically start coming in 11 o'clock. So the only possibility of her landing in Montego Bay at 9 o'clock would be through Atlanta. And we can check one more day. So we just check the 20th. Let's check the 21st. Refined. Okay, so you see right here, Atlanta. That is the earliest flight coming in from America. Would be from Atlanta, right? The next one would be through Miami. Okay, then we have Philadelphia and JFK. But in order for Shenik to land, to arrive at the pharmacy, right? So what we'll see now, Norman Manley. Let's see if we can find that one. Kingston, Jamaica. Okay, so remember the 9 o'clock hour, right? Where we should see Mr. T at the pharmacy, right? And we're going to go back to Thursday, which is the 19th, right? So now we're going to find a flight that would allow Shenik to arrive in the island and reach in Mandeville. We're going to start from, all right, let's do the 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock hour, right? Just to keep it interesting. So Miami, she not living in Miami, right? So this one landed in Jamaica at 10:22. This one 10:22. This one from Fort Lauderdale coming in at 12:15. So none of these flights right here would allow her to actually be in Mandeville at 9 o'clock. And then we continue to look, right? So we know say the 6 o'clock, because if she did arrive in the island at 6 o'clock, there's a possibility for her to drive to Mandeville from 6 o'clock and reach there. Now let's take a look from 12 midnight to 6 a.m. 12 midnight to 6 a.m. What do we find? What do we find right here? See the flight there? JetBlue 311 landing where? Norman Manley International Airport. How would she actually get on this flight? She would have to book a flight from, what you call it now, Charleston, South Carolina, and connect to this flight right here to reach in the island 3 o'clock in the morning. And this would give her ample amount of time to reach at the pharmacy at 9 o'clock. There's no other possibility. Even if you look through MBJ, even if you look at MBJ on Thursday, right, 12 midnight to 6 a.m., if she did reach, come through Montego Bay 12, between 12 and 6, yes, you could have still reached at the pharmacy, but let's see if that's a possibility. What that say? Nothing, not a flight, blank, nothing. 6 to 12, flights galore. Flights galore. So, that is how you go to work when you're doing an investigation. Deductive reasoning. She did the pharmacy. How she reached there? Only one possibility. Through JFK. That is it. I rest my case tonight. Until next time, my people. I don't know when you're going to see me again. But you have me number. Message me. Any information I have. The most critical information that I need right now is Shenik boarding pass. Because even though we have an idea and we have the flight, in order for it to be admissible in the court of law, you need it, the physical evidence. All right, my people? Have a good night. And thanks again for tuning in for Justice for Jayden Smith. Everybody's voice matters in this. Not just the bloggers, but everybody will comment, everybody will subscribe. Everybody voice matters. J Progress is trying to hit 100,000 subscribers. If you're in this chat and you're not subscribed to J Progress channel, wanna head over there and subscribe to him channel. Help him to get to 100,000 subscribers. Alright, my people? Until next time. We will get an update from me tomorrow. If everything is confirmed and the guest is going on Andre show. Remember, this is a media blitz. Okay? So just be open-minded. Let the process play out. Let them go and give them testimony and make Andre go to work. All right, my people? Walk good. Peace out.